and doing something about it. So will you please join me in welcoming Mr. Grant Cardone?
Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? Oh, come on. How's everybody doing? Look, if you don't have the seat you want, move your seat. You know, if you're behind the wall here and you can't see what you want to see. Look, this is exactly how the environment and the economy operate. You don't end up with the seat you want. You don't end up with the cards you want. Change the cards, change your seat. All right? Rather than calling Ryan later or Carol and saying, man, I sat behind the wall. Move your seat. And don't be a little bitch. All right? All right. My name's Grant Cardone. How many of you did not know who I was before I came here today? Really? You didn't know me? Man, damn. Because you know what that tells me? It tells me I'm doing a bad job. Freaking awful, dude. How can you make money if people don't know you? It's impossible. Can somebody give me my notepad, the notes I took? All right, thank you. This is Robert right here. Robert's the video guy. Give Robert a big hand. Come on, big hand. No, big hand. We don't do little hands, bullshit hands, okay? You're gonna play with. Yeah, hey, you're gonna play with me. You got to get jacked up to hang with me, okay? And you need to get jacked up for your people. You want to grow your business, you got to get jacked up. You got to start practicing this muscle. Forget your skills for a second. You got to practice the ability to be able to just get excited at will whenever you want for no freaking reason. You understand? I don't need you to be great for me to be excited about it. I need to get excited. So give Robert a big hand. He's my video guy. Fucking guy's the bomb. Okay? Now, my boy Captain Ryan here, this guy flies my plane. Stand up, Ryan. That's Ryan, Captain Ryan. Give Captain Ryan a big hand. And look, if you can't get excited, you ain't riding on my plane with me. All right, look, I got. If you're conservative, you're gonna hate my message today. All right, I'll give you so many reasons to hate me, but you'll never forget me. Particularly you guys that didn't know me, okay? It's my bad, man. Okay, if you're taking notes, I take notes. I know Vaynerchuk doesn't like notes. Bothers him. I'm like, dude, I'm a guy that takes notes. I take notes. I took 6 pages of notes of these freaking guys up here, okay? Hey, give them a big hand. Give the big panel. Give your boy Ryan a big hand. Come on, big hand. Dude, can you imagine? Look, if you guys get a chance, go behind this thing right here. Look at the equipment back here. Unbelievable. You got to make a big commitment. You got to be carrying some clangers around with you to say, I'm going to do that before I even sell a ticket. Takes guts, you know. I guarantee you, if he makes that much money on this event, based on the expense he's got back there, based on doing something first class, if he makes that much paper, I'd be shocked. So that is the life of an entrepreneur, isn't it? Right? It's like, dude, I'm at risk. Risk. The entrepreneur, if you look it up in the dictionary, how many of you looked up the word entrepreneur in the dictionary before? A couple people? Let me see a hand. If you've ever looked up the word entrepreneur, you should look it up. See, most people are trying to be something they hadn't even taken the time to look it up. Like, dude, what is it? You know? I'm in the real estate business, okay? Ryan blew my cover. I hadn't told anybody I've been doing real estate. Nobody knew I've been doing real estate. I've been doing real estate for 30 years, man. Just kind of I'm doing books, and I'm doing audios, and I'm doing inspiration. I'm doing sales and closing, and I'm teaching people. I am the best salesman on planet Earth. Without a doubt, I can teach anyone to sell. I can teach introverts. I can teach scared people, shy people, people that aren't salespeople, people that don't like to talk to people. I can teach anybody, any company, anywhere how to sell a lot of things. And I don't care if it's $1 or $100 million. I've sold everything in between. I understand a sales cycle like perfectly. I could be in a situation with a customer and almost know what they're thinking. I was on the phone with a guy the other day. I'm like, dude, you didn't buy one thing I just said to you, did you? Let me ask you a question. Did you believe one thing I just told you in the last minute and a half? He's like, not one damn thing. And it was the first time me and him connected. It was the first time in the conversation because I knew he didn't trust me. I could feel it. How many of you know you've been in a situation talking to somebody and they're like, dude, you're picking up the vibe. They don't buy anything, okay? If you're taking notes, you want to write this down. Confront the beast. All right? Confront the boogeyman. Confront the beast. Like, hey, how many single guys in the room? Confront it. Okay? You don't need pornography if you just confront it. Confront the beast, man. You got a customer. You want a customer, but you don't understand. You know, he's going to go to the competition. You got to confront it, man. You guys got to confront the tough stuff. The entrepreneur puts his money at risk in order to grow money, not save the world. His goal is not to save the world. My goal is not to save the world. In the beginning, at 23 years old, I'm broke. I did not go into sales because I wanted to be a salesman. Who does? Nobody. The only people that want to be salespeople are people that can't do anything else. Or people that were directed by other entrepreneurs that said, dude, look, make a list. Make a list of anyone that you and I know. Just give me a name, somebody that you really, really admire, that we would both know. Anybody shout out a name? Darren Hardy. Salesman. Give me another name. Jim Rohn, salesman. Brian Tracy, definitely a salesman. Tim Ferriss. 4-hour work week, dude. What a pitch. I mean, come on, man. I'm like, Timmy. Beautiful title. Dude, talk about a big claim. Impossible. Impossible. I'm like, 4-hour work week, dude. I thought he was a communist when I saw the title. Fuck, I ain't doing fucking 4-hour work week, dude. Dude, people like, a guy told me the other day, he's like, man, I just don't do 9 to 5. I'm like, dude, what you talking about, man? 9 to 5, man. I've been doing 95 for freaking years. He's like, what do you mean 95? I said, didn't say 95. I said 9 to 5. I said, dude, 95, right? What you doing, man? You think this is going to be easy? Let me tell you what's going to be easier than this. What is easier than success? Nothing, man. Nothing. I grew up poor and middle class. How many in the room grew up poor and middle class? Is that easy, or did you forget? How many have been broke before? Dead broke, no money, literally don't know where you're, huh? That shit easy? No, shit. Okay, that ain't easy, man. How about this? How many of you in the room have spent some period of your life just getting by? That ain't easy, man. Takes a tremendous amount of creativity. Unbelievable entrepreneurship, right? To get by, just get by, right? Unbelievable. Now, this is something you need to understand because y'all were talking about hiring. You know, how many of you hire people? You have employees. Good. 76% of the people that you hire from, you're hiring from a broken planet. You understand that, right? There's no hiring process, no check process. You guys, I got to be sure I hire the right people. Dude, that's not even real, okay? I got 5 companies. I don't even worry about getting it right. I'm like, give them a shot. Okay? Let him piss in a cup. Okay? See if there's drugs in it. Okay? Just tell him, look, dude, if there's going to be drugs, come back tomorrow. Okay? I'm hiring from a broken planet. Do you understand? The planet is broken. 76% of all Americans. The wealthiest country on planet Earth. I talk about this a lot because it's vital that somebody talks about it. 76% of all Americans in the richest country on the planet live paycheck to paycheck. Your people, the people you're hiring from here in Austin, if you're in Austin, dude, the marketplace is booming, right? Things are great, unbelievable. People still living paycheck to paycheck, right? Some of you in the room, I don't know if you know this, but over 70% of companies in America either lose money or break even. 70% of all Americans, businesses, 28 million businesses in America, 22 million of them, almost 22 million of them break even or lose money. When did break even become a category? Okay, who talks about break even. It's ridiculous, man. You go to the CFO. How did we do this month? We broke even. What? Forget that. Ain't a category. Break even ain't a category, man. A tie ain't a category. Where do you go on this planet where tying is a category?
Well, everywhere now.
Huh? Yeah, so maybe that's what's going on. Maybe you get a trophy for showing up. I don't know. I just know this. I don't break even at my company. I either lose money or I make money, period, end of story. So when Ryan said, hey, I want you to come up here and I want you to talk about your real estate deal, I said, dude, you're being a little selfish. You sell these tickets. Now you want me to come up and talk about how I built my real estate deal. He's short on the 350. We're north of that right now. I bought and sold over $500 million worth of real estate in the last 22 years. I have never, ever syndicated a deal. Syndicate means you go raise money. Never syndicated a deal. 25 years old, I had less money at the age of 25 than I had when I was 8 years old. How many of you had more money before you were 10 than you had in your 20s? That's fucked up. I mean, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Okay, how can an 8-year-old, just consider this, how can an 8-year-old accumulate more money than a grown-up? What happened in the interim? I got more data and I have less money. It's bizarre. So you really need to ask yourself, what happened to me? Somebody talked about one of the notes I took today, which see the notes I take today, they're different than the notes I used to take, right? You know that? You ever notice that? Okay. I mean, look, I know most of what these cats said. Good reminder. But there was one thing that I heard. Something about overwhelm. I forget the cat that was talking about the overwhelm. I think the guy that needs the gym the most, the little dude on the end. and he don't go. And they do. You got to build some muscle, bro. Okay. What's the cat's name? Matt. Yeah, Matt. Come on, Matt. Matt, you need to hit the mat. Okay. Somebody said something about overwhelm. I'm like, hey, dude, I told Robert. I said, what did I tell you, Robert?
You said you can never be overwhelmed.
No, I said it's not natural to be overwhelmed. It is not a natural condition to be overwhelmed. You're being overwhelmed in your business, it's because of something that happened to you or information that you got before that is causing you to be overwhelmed. You should not be overwhelmed in your business. I am not overwhelmed in my business ever. I lose if I'm overwhelmed. Would you agree? Yes, I lose the game. I get overwhelmed with my kids. I freak out. I become a bad dad. At the moment I get overwhelmed, I lose my mind. You don't want to get overwhelmed, man. You need to skill up. You need to skill up. You need to skill up so that you're not in an overwhelmed situation. If you're scared of speaking, why? Why would you be scared of speaking? I come out here, see, I got this little thing I do. I want to know where the edge is at, dog. Where's that thing at? Where's that shit at? Oh, there it is. Shit. That's a payday. Wherever the edge is, baby, you get paid. You don't get paid standing back here. You get paid out here, man. This is what an entrepreneur does. Ooh. Take a risk. Take a risk and go fast. How fast can you go, man? How fast can you go? Okay? How fast can you go? Speed is the new big. How fast can I go to a deal? How fast can I find a deal? How fast can I commit to a deal? How long does it take me to convince a seller to sell me a product? Right? When I'm
Hey, I got the ones that match.
Dude, what you got, man?
Sell and be sold, baby.
Dude, he's got sell and be sold on. Right there, dog. Right there, okay? The guy, I'm trying to buy this piece of real estate, and the guy said my offer was too low. I'm like, dude. Look what I'm wearing, dog. EMD. EMD. You get it later. Figure it out. So look, I'm trying to buy real estate, okay? What y'all want to talk about today? You want to talk about blowing your business up? You want to talk about getting attention? You want to talk about sales? You want to talk about marketing, closing? You want to talk about how to follow a customer up? You want to talk about how to freaking drop in on somebody and never let them go? I had a guy tell me yesterday, he's like, hey man, tell your people not to call me back again, ever. I said, dude, check it out. That shit will not happen. What? He's on the phone with me. He's like, hey, he took the time to call me to tell me, tell your people to back off. And I'm like, hey, that won't happen, bro. He's like, what? I said, that will not happen. I mean, unless you die. You die, we quit. All right? Because I'm going to tell you something, man. You're giving me advice right now, unsolicited, by the way. I didn't call you. You called me. You're trying to tell me how to run my business. I never asked for the advice. Unsolicited advice. You're giving me advice, and you quit. I don't take advice from quitters. Ever. You quit your church? Don't tell me about your church. I don't want your advice. You quit AA? Don't tell me 12 steps didn't work. Right? Got Lisa AA meeting. She had down one. It didn't work. I got 6-step, busted me up. I don't take advice from quitters. Do you? Oh, really? What happened to you then? How'd a guy with he's got $80 or $1,000 or $15,000. I know a kid 8 years old right now got 15 grand already. 15 grand in the bank. He's got more than 50% of America, and he's 8.5 years old. It's freaking crazy. What happened to the cat between the age of 8 and 28? Huh? Parental support. Spending? Spending is no one's problem. Ever. It is impossible for spending to be your issue. Impossible for spending to be the issue. This is one of the biggest mistakes of my life was, and that's what I want to talk to you about today, is mistakes. Like if you could literally avoid the mistakes, you got the ambition. How many of you got the ambition? You got the drive, dude. You're like, I want to kill something. How many killers in the room? Nah, shit, you ain't killing shit. How many killers in the room? Because, man, if you're not on a mission, you need to quit. Put a sign on your door, solopreneur, committed suicide. Like, dude, you guys that are solopreneurs, it is over. What is that? What is the solopreneur? What is that? What are you guys thinking? Okay, this is what I did. I'm telling you what I did. I did this for years. I officed out of my home. I thought I was what, dude, I'm smart. Operating on a 40% margin. Had nobody. I sold everything, kept it all. I'm like, damn, I'm working for myself, get up when I want. I'm bragging about this too. I'm so stupid. You cannot today in the marketplace. Two things will hold you back. If you don't go fast and you don't get big, you're dead. If you don't go fast and you don't get big, you're dead. You cannot stay small the way mommy and daddy, because it is a parental issue. The gentleman over here has it right. It is a parental issue. Mommy and daddy. How many moms and dads in the room? Good. How many? You got kids, right? You got these little kids? They're yours? You don't know that. Dude, you don't know that, dude. Did you do a test? You don't know that, dude. You don't know that for sure, dude. You just convince yourself it's your kid. You even think they look like you now. Right? Okay? It don't mean it's yours, bro. Just because you watched it happen, just because it popped out and you were there, don't mean it's yours. Right or wrong? I got two beautiful kids. I got a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. We had a natural childbirth. My wife is just an amazing, amazing human being. She wouldn't go out with me for 13 months. I called her twice a month for 13 months. She wanted to have nothing to do with me. I talked to her on the first call. She didn't take my call for another 25 phone calls. Twice a month I would call her. Hey, Grant, the guy you hate. Hey, the guy that's too short. The guy that's the businessman. Just checking in. 26 times I called her without a return phone call, man. Huh? Right here. Sell or be sold, baby. She told her friends, I hate that guy. He's cocky. He's arrogant. He thinks he's got money so he gets whatever he wants. He's short. Okay? Those are complaints, not objections. Okay? Those are not objections. You guys in business, you're like, handle the objection, Brian Tracy. Handle the objection. So, dude, that ain't an objection, dog. That is a complaint. Your price is too high is not an objection. It is a complaint. Right? See, because people complain. How many of you got customers that complain? You know what? And you listen to them. Oh, I gotta make him happy. No, you don't. You need to go get some more customers. You're dealing with people, dude. There's people in this room that are going to complain about this event. Okay? We did a big sale at my office. I put this big thing on a sale, dude. Look, the prices were so low, my website got, hammered. My accounting couldn't keep up with orders. We couldn't find inventory. People were calling, hey, I still haven't got the order. Quit bitching. Okay, dude, you want me to credit you right now? I'll credit you right now, and I'll never sell you another damn thing in the rest of my damn life. There's 7 billion people on this planet. I'm going to get all of them. Okay? I ain't apologizing to you because I ain't got you your shit yet. Okay? You feeling what I'm putting out? See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get more people. See, my mommy and daddy didn't teach me this. My mama taught me this. Hey, be careful. How many of you taught that when you were growing up? How many times do you think you were told that? No wonder you ain't got any money. No wonder you won't hire people. No wonder you're scared to take a shot, right? How many were told this? How many were told this when you were kids? Don't talk to strangers. How many were told that? Let me see your hand if you were ever taught that. This is a crucial problem in this country, okay? How many of you now pass that information on to your children? Don't talk to strangers. Really? Do strangers have everything you want? Everything you want, a stranger has it. So that's why I opened up today with, hey, how many of you don't even know who I am? Dude, if you don't know me, you can't flow me. You're not going to buy a book from me, an audio program. You're not going to hook up with my university. You're not going to go to my page, my Twitter. You're not going to know anything about me. If you don't know me, you will not flow me. How many of you believe you have a great product? Good. How many believe you have a great service? You service people well. That's why I don't apologize to people that we couldn't service. Because not 80% of them we service so well that they're freaking tickled to death. I can't worry about the 20%, man. I'm not interested in it. I don't care. I care about expansion. Because I tried the small thing. Biggest disappointment in my life is I didn't fulfill my potential. That is the biggest mistake in my life. I was in grief from the age of 10 years old to the age of probably 40, 57? Exactly, 45 years old. From the age of 10 to the age of 45, I was in massive amounts of grief. I thought it was because my dad died when I was 10. It wasn't. I thought it was because my older brother died when I was 20 years old. He was 25. Talked to him on a Sunday night. Dead at 25, man, the next morning. Bang, emergence, just a freak event. Dead. Okay? Not to mention all the girlfriends, the losses, dude, I was failing. I didn't have any money. I'm broke. I can't stay in a relationship. I'm thinking, man, why do I have this grief? It didn't matter how much money I had. It didn't matter how many companies. Didn't matter how. I was in grief at 45 years old. I'm worth millions of dollars at the age of 40, and I'm freaking sad 3 and 4 times in a week. Don't even understand why it is. And you know what? I found out what it was. It's because I wasn't living up to my potential. What's your potential? As we say in the Bayou. What is your potentiality? You know, it'd be like taking a Ferrari. I didn't say it right. I know that. Guys, listen up, man. It's all right, man. See, what I want to do is I've always wanted to be in a business where I get to be whatever I am, whoever I am, how I want to be. I live in America, man, where freedom is the mantra. Freedom, man, freedom. I ain't going anywhere with you. ever. Dude, you guys got to learn how to get excited, man. What you worried about, man? I ain't worried. Yeah. Freedom, baby. Freedom. You know what freedom, dude? Freedom means what? I get to be whoever I want. I want that fuck you money. That's what I want. I want some fuck you money. You know what fuck you money is? I don't need your business. I don't need your business. You know why? You can't do that right now because you don't open up your pipeline. You refuse to market, pitch, get attention, and sell, man. Everything I have today is because I learned how to sell. Everything I have today, including my real estate business, $500 million worth of deals that I've bought and sold without raising a dime. How do you do that, dude? When you ain't got any money. Shit, magic. How do you do that, bro? I'm talking about a business that if I died right here on this stage right now, imagine if that happened. You video that. I'm going viral when I die. Okay? Imagine if that real estate business, this is my third company. The real estate business is the third company. The real estate business, if I died right now, that thing will go on for generations. Generations. You cannot destroy that company. Nothing will destroy that company. No app, no technology, nothing. Now, I tell you that to tell you this, okay? Because I have always wanted my first two businesses. They were great businesses. I still own the businesses. One's 27 years old, one's 25 years old. The second business is with a partner out of Orlando. It's produced $10 million worth of revenue a year. The first business, I don't know what it produces every year. I know that we're going to have the banner year this year, probably of the last 7 or 8 years in 1 year. Those businesses, man, they've been there a long time, recreating them over and over, staying excited about them over and over. Somebody was talking about not being excited. Do you guys need to wake up? Y'all need to figure out how to get sold, man. I ain't getting rid of the business unless somebody's going to pay me too much. I got to get re-excited every day about my marriage. How many married people in the room? Dude, what you going to do? What you going to do, huh? You know, I'm just not feeling it anymore. I ain't feeling it anymore. That's what you do with your business. I don't feel this business anymore. So what do? Abandon it? You walk away? I'm not feeling it anymore. What about your kids, man? You know, dude, just ain't feeling you anymore, bro. I don't take advice from quitters. I don't listen to employees that quit. I don't take advice from people that haven't done what I've done. I just don't do it. I don't listen to gurus that haven't built businesses that are independent upon them. I don't do it, man. And there's a bunch of us out there. There's a bunch of guys out there saying, dude, I did this and I did that. Dude, the only thing you do is stand on stage and you get a fee. It's selling time, bro. You know how I know that? Because I did that for too many years. I didn't have a company. So when I started my real estate company, first deal I bought was a house. I'm doing this for one person. I'm doing this story for one person. I bought a house. Never, ever buy one address with one. First of all, nobody in the room should ever buy a house. Any real estate agents here? Okay. Don't tell you. Yeah. What do you guys sell? What do you guys sell? Yeah, don't tell your customers. Never buy a house. It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing. It was completely sold to America. How many of you own a home right now? You're like, fuck, I hate this fucking guy. I hate this guy. He's telling me, dude, it's the worst investment you can make in your life. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay? You know why? Because it takes the individual and it freaking anchors him down and you become a post. You're stuck on an address. What if a huge opportunity came up across country? Can't sell it, man. The average house over the last 50 years has returned 1% a year once you adjust for inflation. 1% a year, dude, that's not a deal. And you had to feed the beast. You had to paint it, lawn it, mow it, buy furniture for it. That doesn't fit anymore. Right? You got to feed it. I don't want to feed that, dude. I want to feed stuff that pays me. So the big disappointment after two companies, they were making a lot of money. I was getting a little bit of notoriety. People knew who I was. I'm like, oh, the third business, dude, when I bought the real estate and I went from one unit, a house, rented it. I thought this is good, man. I'm going to rent it. This chick and her sister, they moved in. The payment was like $500. I was getting $700. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. I'm making $2 a month. I was excited. You guys laugh at it, but I was freaking tripping, man. I'm a freaking investor. Okay? And here I am 7 months into the deal, and they decided to move out. I'm like, hey, dude, where you guys going, man? And they moved. Now I'm 100% vacant. Shit. Scared. Payment comes due. Oh. Second payment. Oh, shit. I hadn't filled it up yet, right? I'm waiting. Said, I'll never do that again. Sold the house as fast as I could. Like, if you make a mistake, do it as fast as possible. So I'll never, ever invest in one unit ever again. The next deal I bought would be 5 years later. I bought 38 units in San Diego, California. I shopped real estate for 3 years in Houston, Texas. I lived in Houston every weekend. I would shop. I never read a book on real estate in my entire life. I didn't know what NOI was. I didn't know what gross receipts was. I didn't know what expenses would be. I didn't know what collections were. I had no clue what nothing. All I did was shop real estate. I just knew, hey, I can see it, right? These apps on your phone, do you really think they're going to be here 10 years from now? Do you think your phone's even going to be here? What do you think? Dude, I want my wealth. I want my business to pay me every month. I want that thing that I love, but I need a business that is indestructible. Indestructible, no matter what happens, okay? And in the next decade, you're going to see some things happen on this planet. You're going to wish you got ready for it. How many of you lived through 2008? Okay, good. How many of you are over 45 years old? Good. How many of you that are older than 45 years old believe you will see an event greater than that in your lifetime? The rest of you don't? Dude, there's going to be an event. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. And you want to be liquid. You want to have money. Because the last time, and I'm talking about disappointments now, in 2008, I couldn't take advantage of the marketplace. And man, I could have killed. I could have just, oh my God. That's when you want to be nimble. You want to be liquid. And you want to be courageous. That means you need to be skilled up. So many opportunities coming, okay? How many of you own a business here? Let me see your hand if you own a business. Good, man. That's how many ideas there are in this room. There's so many ways to make money. Now you got to decide, what's your way, dude? What gets you jacked up? What is your potential? What is the potential of your people? If I live up to my potential, is there a chance that my people will push themselves up? Okay, you got people in your office, in your department, in your division, in your company, and you're allowing them not to live up to their potential? You got to get rid of those people, man. How can I get rid of them, man? I can't find good people. Get rid of them. Get rid of these people. You cannot get good people, bring good people in if you got bad people sitting around. It's impossible. There's nothing wrong with getting rid of people. Don't worry about turnover. You can't be overwhelmed. Okay, biggest mistakes I've made. Okay, number one, started small. Okay, like you can start small if you want to, but not even a baby does that. Babies don't even start small. Baby wakes up. Baby comes out. Hey, what's the baby want? No, not first. Hey, where's that milk at? Where's that milk, man? I need some food, dog. Okay, that baby is cool, man. That baby's like, where is it? Where is the milk? Dude, there's no introvert, extrovert. There's desperation, necessity, freaking I'm going to kill. Give me that goddamn thing. Right? No social, nothing, dude. Like, I know exactly, I can smell the milk. Give me the milk. How many people on there right now? The whole total number. The big number. You don't know. He don't know what he's doing. Don't let him fly a plane. Okay? Okay, don't do it. It says it right on there, dude.
Well, it says 2,000.
Well, that's good. So there's about probably 20,000 people have been through this stream, okay? So now I'm showing you what you have to do today. You got to get attention, number one. How many agree you got to get attention? Dude, I've already given you a $100 million piece of advice. Hey, who doesn't know me? Raise your hand if you don't know me. Dude, I'm with you right now. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Damn, I'm with you. Grant Cardone. I've written 5 books, okay? I've written 12 best-selling audio programs on sales and marketing and branding. They're audio programs and or video. I've worked with the Pentagon. I have a TV network, Grant Cardone TV. We do 32 shows. We're the fastest growing digital TV channel in the world. It is called Grant Cardone TV. I'm on Twitter, Grant Cardone. I'm on YouTube, Grant Cardone, okay? There's 3,200 videos. I trend on Google. My Google trend looks like an erection, okay? Okay, what is my name? No. What is my name? Dude, that's how you got to get attention today. You know CNN? How many of you know CNN? 24/7, 365. Puke, 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 right? This is the business model you must follow. CNBC, puke, 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 24/7, 365. They either entertain you, tell you it's up, tell you it's down, tell you it's bad, tell you it's good. They could tell you it's good and bad in the same segment. Okay, let's scare them. Let's make them feel good. Let's scare them. Let's make them feel good. Let's scare them. Let's confuse them. Let's freak them. Let's trip them. We'll bring Susie Orman here. Don't spend your money. Never, ever, 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 ever. Never, 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 ever, ever, ever buy anything. And don't lease the car. Don't buy a car. And get rid of your husband. Because that's their real agenda. And then you flip over to CNN and Dave Ramsey's there. Never, ever borrow money, ever. Never. Never, 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 ever, 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 under any condition, ever go into debt. Really? So this is what the two messages. Don't spend, don't borrow. Don't grow. Caterpillar borrows money. Coca-Cola borrows money. The channel that Ramsey is on borrowed money to disseminate his program. The fact that he busted out because of debt, never get advice from a quitter. Ever. If it wasn't for debt, I wouldn't have $500 million worth of deals. I need debt, dude. I got a bank that wants to lend me money on a deal. The bank wants to be my partner. The deal's $50 million, $58 million. They're going to lend me $45 million. This is a deal I did 3 years ago, okay? I've never told this story, okay? Never, ever told this story, and I'm doing it because my boy asked me to tell the story. I'm on a ship in the Caribbean, true story. I'm a salesman. I know how to sell things, and I know how to teach other people how to sell things. And I'm on the phone, and I said, dude, you got this portfolio. It's 1,100 units. How many bidders do you have on it? I know the contact. I know who it is. He doesn't know me, okay? I'm in the Caribbean. I don't tell him I'm offshore because now he's going to think I'm lazy. Can't buy a deal if you're lazy, right? I said, dude, I saw that 1,100 units. I want to own that deal. I will overpay to get the deal. I guarantee you I will close the deal. Is that what you guys want to hear in real estate? Guarantee you. I have never, not one time in my life, is there one real estate agent anywhere on planet Earth that will say I bailed on a deal. If I tell you I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy the deal, okay? I'll pay the most. I guarantee you I'll close. Man, I've never even heard of you. Dude, do you have the internet? Do you use the internet? Google my name, son. Okay? He Googles me. I don't see anything about real estate. It's because I'm ISIS, dude. Shit, I'm a culture of my own, dog. I'm freaking lethal. Okay? The fact that you hadn't heard of me, dude, doesn't mean we're not going to do business together. Okay? Listen to me. You just heard of my name. What's my name? That's right, man. See, that's how you got to sell your name. I know some of you right now, like, I don't like this guy. Says more about you than it does about me. Yeah. Never take advice from a quitter. You quit on me, dude. You just quit on me. You quit on me. You quit on you. You quit on getting attention. You don't get attention, you don't get to buy or sell anything, right or wrong. Right. Man, how do I find investors? Hey! How do you get investors? You know how many times a day I get asked that? How do I find investors? Hey! That's how you get investors, man. I'm competing with CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, babies, car wrecks, ISIS, missing planes, reports of aliens. That's what you're competing with, folks, okay? You have to get attention. The first mistake I made was I started small, man. Nobody told me to scream and yell. Number 2 biggest mistake is I stayed small too long. Smaller's better. Who tells you that? The quitter. The quitter. The guy busted out, man. He busted out. So what does he tell you now? You know what? You're not good on light? What is it, dude? Dude, if you're going to take a photo. Let's do one. You get one from behind me too, man? I like those back shots, man. That's awesome. Then you got to have this kind of swag. If you don't have this kind of swag, you need to work on it. It's not my problem. It's your problem. I ain't got the problem. You got the problem. You're the one judging me right now. Right? You're judging me. I'm not judging you. I'm just doing what I want to do in a country called America where you're supposed to get to do whatever the hell you want to do, but you can't because you ain't got the money. You live on an economic planet, folks. This is an economic planet. It's economics. Gravity and economics. And you can't quit. So look, you wake up tomorrow morning, you're like, yeah, I'm just not digging on my business anymore. You can't quit. You got to recreate the business just like you would your marriage or just like you would with your kids. My kids are 4, then they're 6, then they're 8, then they're 10, then they're 12, right? Then they're 15, they're 20. It's going to change, man. I got to change my game as they grow older. Would you agree? Yes. I got to change my game so that I'm excited. First mistake, I started small. Second mistake, I stayed small. Tried to manage everything. Number 3, I didn't reinvest in a business. You heard about that from the panel today. I didn't reinvest. I should have been shoving in. Shoving in, man. Going for broke. Big clongers. Dang, 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 dang. Everybody's got them. And number 4, I didn't collaborate with other people. I should have been collaborating. I was competing. I was trying to hurt other people. I was trying to grab something from them rather than collaborating with people. See, now I'm in the phase today in my life where I want to collaborate. I have to collaborate. I need to collaborate with other groups. We're going to take all my content, and we're working on translation right now into 16 languages so that we can disseminate to other languages. I want to collaborate with other players like I'm doing here today. To be with other players, to help other people, okay? My goal, my mission today is to have 7 billion people on planet Earth know my name before I die. Ryan wants to buy the Cleveland Indians, okay? I just want 7 billion people to know my name. Right? Vanderchuck wants to buy the New York Jets. I just want 7 billion people to know my name, right? And I want to give maybe 15% of those 7 billion a lift up. I don't care where they come from. I don't care if they have money, don't have money, broken, drug addicts. I don't care, criminal records. It doesn't matter to me, dude. I've been there. I've been busted, broke, beat up. I've been at a point in my life where I thought less of me than anyone thought of me. How many have been there? Dude, how do I get the right girl, the right family, the right money, the right company, the right employees? I don't even like me. I'm like, what happened to me, man? What happened? I had more money when I was 8 than when I was 25. What the hell happened? I liked myself more when I was 6 years old than I was 25 years old. What happened to me? Now, if you look at me today, 6 years old and 57, dude, I'm kind of digging myself right now. I like who I am, man. I've spent the last years just doing one thing, dude, working on who I am. Number 1, most important thing, Warren Buffett says, and I study a lot of people, okay? This year, I'll probably spend this year between mentors, which really my mentor is just a guy that's a hookup. He's hooking me up with other players. Between mentors, I don't even think I say the word right. Books, courses. I'll go off for 3 weeks and just do a course. You guys worry about a weekend. Like, I mean, I can't get away for a weekend. Dude, I'll go for 3 weeks and just do courses. I'll probably spend $400,000 this year on me. I'm worth it, man. How am I not worth 400 grand? Look, you worried about 400 grand. How you going to get 400 million? See, you and I were brought up to worry about what? This, what's in your pocket. Right? I mean, I used to squeeze a quarter so hard it'd fly and scream. Ah! Look. Everybody worries about this, right? But whose money is this? Somebody else's money, man. This ain't my money. Somebody else's money. Somebody else's money. I got it from them. You know, I remember being a baby. What's the milk? I need to eat. And I had an identical twin brother. We both wanted to eat at the same time. And there wasn't enough milk to go around. That's worse than being born in another country, trust me. I'm hungry, and I need to eat. Man, I'm 5 minutes into this deal. We got 5 minutes left, dude. You guys having fun? Yeah. Okay, simplify your choices. This is your choices. That's it. Simplify. Ryan talks about his what's your guy's name? Where's Big Boy at? What's your guy's name that talks about simplification? Travis, where's Travis? What's up, T? Give T a big hand, huh? A big hand, damn it. Damn, man, I got to keep inspiring you guys. This is what you do to your people every morning in a sales meeting. If y'all have a meeting, we have a meeting in my office every day, dude. Look, if you can't bring it, hit the door, dog. Man, you're so hard on people. You micromanage. You're damn right I micromanage. This is my damn business. Okay? I micromanage everything. I am a control freak. Right? I'm going to tell you something. If you're not a control freak, it's because you gave up responsibility to somebody else. Or somebody talked you out of being a control freak because they quit on control. Never take advice from a quitter. You're a control freak. Yeah? As opposed to what? What's my choice, brother? Your choice is to delegate to the idiots. Man, I ain't Congress, man. I'm not Republican or Democrat. Dude, I am an entrepreneur. Okay? Come on. Dude, let me tell you something. I'll leave America if I have to. I know some of you think that's terrible to say that. I live in a country that promotes freedom. If I need to leave here to go get my freedom, then I'm going, man. Right? What American would blame me for that? Dude, look, man, quit taxing me. I was in California for 25 years. I was paying 10.1%. They yanked me. They tried to wank me. They tried to steal from me and take it to 13. That's not the agreement, dude. When I came here, it was 10.1. You guys don't know how to manage your money? Don't charge me for it. I'm the only one producing on my block, right? They crank it up to 13.6. I'm like, okay, I'm going to Austin or I'm going to Miami. One of the two. Sold everything I had. Everything I had. Literally took 90 days, dumped everything to save 3%. 3%, just 3%, okay? But 10 to 13 is really 30% increase. Would you agree? Yeah. Okay? See, I protect my shit. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't care. I protect my stuff. Why? Because there's only one of these things on this formula that I want. More, less, or the same, and same ain't a choice. Any graph, if you study any graph, how many have any kind of accounting background, mathematical background, like you collect stats and graphs? Anybody here in the room? You should. Everybody in the room. If you're an entrepreneur, you must have graphs. Graphs don't lie. People lie. You know, how do we do? Well, dude, let me see the graph. Let me see the graph, dog. Let me see the graph. Graphs don't lie. People lie. Show me the numbers. That's responsibility. That's responsibility. High levels of responsibility. Show me the numbers. Show me the numbers. I want to see it. Why? Because I want more. How many in the room want more? Yeah. More is survival. It is not greed. It is your only choice. If you try to keep any graph, sales graph, Maybe you're trying to get attention on the internet, and man, you're just not getting any followers or whatever, likes, or you're trying to sell something on Amazon, and you got this big push, and you're spending the same money over and over, and you're getting the same clicks over and over, and you're selling the same products, and you're getting the same conversions. Dude, any line that stays flat will fall sooner or later. Everything goes limp after some point. Everything. It must be re-stimulated. Everything must be pushed up. Would you agree? Okay, now let me just tell you this, okay? Things that drop were made to drop by someone. Somebody's holding that line back. A Ferrari's not built to sit in a garage. I want to run that car. Would you agree? I want to drive that car. That car wants to be driven. It wants speed. That's when it becomes valuable. So one thing I'm going to tell you today is this. You got to get your spouse on the same page with you. Right now, I promise you, there's some of you in the room thinking, damn, I wish he was here. I wish he was here. Because you got somebody that lives in your house that sleeps with you and is trying to manage the books. Don't hire any more people. Don't spend any more money. Because she's been listening to Susie Orman, dude. She's going to divorce you here in a second and flip to the other side. She's being contaminated because she is being sold a program, and you are not selling your program. Sell or be sold. Bottom line is you're going for less because mommy and daddy said less is safer. Just keep things the same. Settle down. How many are giving these messages? Settle down. Get a house. Settle down. Be happy. Be happy. I ain't got any money. Well, money won't make you happy. Really? How many of you in the room have heard that before? Money won't make you happy. You ain't got any money. The people telling you that are broke. Because people with money, if you came up to me and said money won't make you happy, I'd be like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about, dog. You have no clue. How much money you got? I got $1 million. That ain't money, son. What are you talking? That's not even an event. Nobody's gonna. They're not gonna even write you up on a Google net worth report. You don't even exist in the freaking universe. You guys that are at $1 million, you're bragging about your business. What you bragging about? We just printed $5 trillion in America. Everybody should have had a bump. Right? How many of you had a bump? Woo! Dude, everybody should have. Whoa, shit! We got a pay raise. But you didn't. You didn't get a pay raise. Why not, man? There's all this money. Where's my money at, man? Where's my money? Who's got my money? I wake up every day. Who's got my damn money? Who? I flew over here on my own plane, all right? Okay? So I'm like, who's paying for the damn jet fuel? Who's paying for it, man? Best thing I ever did in my whole life was buy a plane. Best thing. I don't care who tells you don't buy a plane. That should be a target everybody in the room has. Dude, I buy time, man. I can buy time. Yes. I can buy time. What's more valuable, time or money? Time. Dude, time. I can get in front of customers. I'll do 4 cities in 48 hours. I'm buying time. I can't do that on American Airlines. They don't accommodate me. More, less, or the same. Now, I know some of you are going to walk away and say, dude, it's not who I am, okay? I know people are going to tell you, you need to be who you are, okay? Well, maybe you do need to be who you are. But, I mean, that might be part of the problem. You know? I don't want to be who I was, man. I want to be who I should be. See, so what I do is I feed the beast. I messed it up. I come out here. I'll look at this video later and say, yeah, I didn't need to cuss, man. You don't have to cuss, dude. Cussing's wrong. It's the only thing I do wrong, man. It's the only thing. It's my last little thing. It's the only thing. But dude, I'm a perfectly faithful husband. I make time for my kids. Doesn't matter how many companies I have. Dude, I make time for my kids. I don't manage time. I create time. I never manage time. I don't need another activity. Not interested in another activity. I never take time off. I take them with me. See, I don't take time off. My business will not allow me to go to the park. I'm sorry, I just can't figure out how to do that. Some of you know how to do that. I don't know how to go to the park. If I do, I'm doing some business at the park. Okay, I'm doing some business, dog. Everywhere I go, I'm like, who's got my fucking money? Who's got my money, man? You know why? Because I know this, okay? I'm a good person. I help my church. I probably give I probably give 15% of my money away every year. I need more money to give away to my church, right? I want to hire employees. I want to pay. Yeah. I want to pay people good. So if you want to do those things, feed the beast and starve the doubt. Make a list of things that you doubt in your life. Make a list of messages that you've gotten from family, friends, cousins, uncles, aunts, grandmas, people that told you to be careful, play it safe, don't take a risk, don't bust out. Dude, you need to get close to a bust out. There's nothing wrong with busting out, so you bust out. You went for it. Swing as hard as you can. Close your eyes. You might hit something, but swing hard. So I'm going to end with this, okay? Identify what is wanted. What do you want? What is the number you want? Is there a number? Is there a number of customers? Is there a number of likes? Is there an expansion you want? Be clear about that. Number 2, identify what is in your way. Do not add skills first. What is in my way? Is something in my way? Is it me? Is it them? Is it him? I don't know why he's standing up right now. I'm not going to stop. What? Sit down, man. Sit down, man. What is in my way, dude? What's in my way, man? Is it my thinking? Is it an employee? I fire somebody almost every 45 days. We fire as a ritual. Okay? If I'm pressing like this all day long and the car's not moving, I'm like, who's in my way? I don't add people. I get rid of somebody. I don't care how long you've been there, how loyal you've been, how good of an employee you've been. Dude, the graph is the graph. Live or die by the graph. Number 3, remove your blocks. Do I have some blocks? Number 4, add a skill. Then I start adding skills. I've been adding skills for years, okay? Last thing, it's never lower a target. It's a communist. It's a bad person. It is a terrorist act. It is treasonous. You become the enemy when you lower a target. You want your target to be $100 million. This guy wants $300 million worth of real estate. He wants the Cleveland Indians. Dude, never lower the target no matter. How many people you think are going to tell him that's ridiculous? Number 2, increase your activity to get to the target. Increase activity levels, okay? Number 3, goals. Write them down every day. This is when I write my goals. When I wake up, I write them. When I go to sleep, okay? I have a legal pad. I keep this legal pad with me everywhere I go. It's by my bedside at night. I go to sleep to it. I wake up to it. Every day I do this. I turn it to another page. What are my goals today? They've changed. I'm not talking about a to-do list. I'm not talking about people I need to call today. I'm talking about what do I want? I want $4 billion worth of real estate. I want to sell 10 million copies of my next book. Whatever the deal is, right? I want 7 billion people to know my name. I have to keep paying attention to my goals because that's the fuel. Where am I going? Anytime I fail or become disappointed, I write my goals down again. Morning, night, and during disappointments. Number 4 is get your family on board. Dude, you got to get them on board. You guys come to these events and you don't bring your spouse and your kids. What are you thinking? Your kids want things. They want a machine. They want this or they want that, you know? Hey, dude, you want some shoes? Give me some leads. Give me some leads, little dude. Why aren't they involved in your business, man? Why aren't they out there handing out business cards and flyers and working in the business, man? Your kids are freeloaders? And number 5, be unreasonable. You got to be completely unreasonable with the things you want, all right? It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But I'm going to tell you something. Being successful is easier. And I'm talking from experience. Being super successful, and I'm talking about finances, is more important and easier to help people to do the things you want to do. 99% of this room are good people. How many agree you're a good person? Okay. If you had 100 times more free liquid money, would you do good things with that or bad things? You would do unbelievable things. Thank you very much for having me. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, these guys are great. Look at them, huh?
They're pretty okay.
Hey, what's my name? What's my name?
Grant, I want you to hold this up. And I want you to read this out loud.
Dude, I can't read. I can write. It says Democrat, Republican. Dude, that's awesome, dude. Did you have this made already?
Yes, sir. Welcome to Freedom Fast Lane.
I love that, man. I
We
never
read
seen this,
minds
man.
here.
I never even seen that, man.
You seem pretty low energy, so I brought you some wine.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And I'm apparently going to have to get you drunk to talk about this frickin' $350 million. So, drink up, Grant Cardone. So, let's talk about this $350 million, eh?
All right. Well, you low. First of all, call it what it is, dude. Because you're low. You're low. I mean, that's good, man. That's good.
No.
Dude, it must be shit.
We're looking you up.
I want to apologize to everybody. If anybody in the room I offended because I cursed, I apologize.
You can say fuck, shit, cock balls, whatever you want, Grant.
Wow. No, but I genuinely mean that because I know it does offend some people because you're like, dude, I don't like the cursing thing. So I do apologize, and hopefully you'll forgive me for it.
I'm good on our cursing.
All right.
All right. So let's talk about the empire.
Okay.
Because you started small and you regret starting small.
Yeah.
So if you could go back 30
Yeah.
years, you said you've been in real estate 30 years.
Yeah.
If you could go back 30 years and you could go big in real estate rather than starting with one house and you can come out swinging. One of the things we were talking about backstage is that with this event, we just wanted to come out swinging.
Yeah.
So if you could do the same thing with real estate 30 years ago, how would you have done it differently?
Well, I would have, first of all, the 3 years, the 3 years that I spent every weekend shopping real estate, literally I called people up, hey, can you show me that deal? Can I look at the books? How does it work? I asked so many questions. I mean, like, one of the things that helped me was the number of questions. The number of times I will ask a question. There's some questions that I have asked on every deal, every time. I already know the answer. I'm asking it to get all the data. So what would I have done differently? The first thing I did right was that I shopped. I spent the 3 years. The 3 years and I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy one deal. I just shopped. And then I left Houston, went to La Jolla, and I promised when I left Houston, I said, man, I will never, I knew I was right, but I didn't have the guts. I didn't have the courage to pull the trigger in Houston. And when I look back, I'm like, oh my God, that market was perfect, dude. I could have just killed it. And so when I got to La Jolla, when I moved to La Jolla, and by the way, I just moved there because I wanted to live there. I think that's important to do, to be nimble and move around. Don't be stuck in one place. I moved to La Jolla and I said to myself, man, if I ever feel this thing again, I'm just going to go all in. And one day I was in downtown San Diego with my buddy Dale. Dale had $50. And he was a psychologist, so, he's telling me to chill out, take it easy. I'm like, dude, you're broke. You might be the wrong guy to give advice to anybody. And I'm driving around San Diego, and I have this sensation. I know exactly where I'm at. I know the street I'm on in downtown. I'm driving around. I'm like, dude, I feel it right now. It was right after the savings and loans had busted. Y'all remember that? That's 1995. There was, 1,700 banks bust out, credit unions mostly, and savings and loans. And I'm like, dude, I feel it. I feel it. He's like, you feel what? I said, I feel something, man. Okay, there's something, it's happening, man. Dude, literally 21 days later, I bought my first deal, 38 units. It was $1.9 million. It took $350,000 in cash. My first deal cost me $350,000. So I went from a $70,000 house that I rented for $700,000 to my first deal, $350,000. Okay, now I'm telling you that to tell you this. One, you need bank. That wasn't my only $350,000. You need bank because it doesn't take money to make money. It takes courage to make money. It takes courage. Most of us in the room, you're not going to have enough courage the first time. So the way to get the extra courage is to have the extra bank. Put $350,000 in this deal. It was $1.9 million. I knew I stole it. I mean, I knew that day. I'm like, dude, I just made $350,000 for sure. Well, I sold it for like $6 million. And I bought my first deal. It was 1.9. Nobody knew I was doing this. I'm out speaking, by the way, 250 times a year. This is when I was on a full-time, 250 gigs a year, 365 days of the year. My speaking business paid for the real estate. It funded the real estate. So I was out selling. Dude, I was raising down payments every day. Every day. The first business funded the third business, the one that would take care of me. Now that third business, the real estate business, now takes care of the first business so I can actually help people, which is what I love to do. You understand? That's the business that feeds my heart. Doing what I'm doing today feeds my heart. If it was just money, I would be in Austin looking at real estate deals today. I wouldn't be doing this, okay? I could have bought a deal today already. So first deal I did was 1996. It was 38 units. My second deal took place, it was 48 units in Vista, and it took place 60 days after. And then I bought 500 units in San Diego. Okay, biggest mistake I made was selling any of them. I should have never sold any piece of real estate I had except for one, or two maybe. And then I sold that portfolio. I've been doing this five or 6 years now. And then I went to Tucson, Arizona. I bought 2,200 units in 3 days. I'd never even been to Tucson. It was a feeling, man. Got to go. Okay? The woman I'm married to, I'm like, dude, that's the chick. That's her, man. She's going to have my babies. Or make me think, you know. They look like me and Leo, the neighbor. Okay. All right. So I don't know. I mean, you know. So then I moved to Florida. When I left LA, I moved to Florida. In the last couple of years, I bought 4,500 units. I got 4,500 units right now, and I want to go to 10,000. 10,000 gets me to $1 billion, and I ain't buying a sports team. I'll let you and Gary do that shit.
We'll make it worth the ROI.
Good.
So the businesses were the war chest. They were the war chest for funding the long-term, scalable income streams that were never going to be touched, that were never going to go away. No economic change was going to put that out. But the business was the war chest for that, yeah?
The sales business. My first business was a seminar business, basically. I went around the country. I had this idea that I had a new way to sell things. Not a Brian Tracy way. I love Brian. Me and Brian are friends. But a different way in the 21st century. I knew the internet was coming. I knew transparency was coming. I knew even if those things didn't come, I knew that people hated salesmen. And the reason they hated salesmen, and this is where you got to really start looking. Like when I was sitting on that second row right there, I was watching the conference, and I came up with this unbelievable idea for conferences to solve a problem that people have in conferences. And maybe I'll tell you about it later, but because you got to watch, man. You got to dude, you got to micromanage shit. You should be looking all the time, man. Everything, everywhere. So I used that first business basically to raise money, but I needed that first business because I didn't know the real estate was going to come on. So while I said in my presentation I regret not reinvesting in the company, the truth is that money, I always wanted to buy real estate. How many of you ever had that sensation like I want to buy real estate one day? Dude, look at everybody that's ever freaking killed it. The JPs, I mean all of them. Look back at the last 100 years. Okay? When inflation hits, you want to be in two places, real estate and art. And art don't pay me, art, because they inflate, right? They inflate. We hadn't had inflation for 20 years in this country. So they say we don't have it now. I think we're in it right now. I think we're inflating right now. And they're just lying to you. So I don't know what your question was, except that.
Where do I get my damn $350 million?
I would tell everybody in the room this, okay? In the next 25 years, there's one thing that is indestructible. It is an easy business. Everybody in the room should do it. It will protect your children against inflation, problems. People will have to rent in this country, okay? There's 150 million people in America that are renters, not buyers of homes. They're more inclined to rent. 80 million, how old are you?
28.
80 million. You own a house?
Only investments.
Okay, so look, the millennials don't want to buy anything. You guys you wouldn't even own your phone if you could get out of the contract. So the new thing is to be nimble, man. You don't want to own stuff, okay? I rent where I live, and I own what I can rent. It is indestructible. No app, no piece of technology, nothing can destroy it, and it's the easiest, lowest maintenance of all my businesses.
Tell us about the criteria that you look for, because
look for-
you've never read a
Dude,
real.
if it don't feel good, I don't do it.
Well,
period.
what are the triggers then? What are the triggers that?
Dude, you got to look at a lot of stuff to know what, you got to look at a lot of women to know the one you want. You got to look at a lot of cars to know, you know what, dude, I dig that car. Dude, that car. I don't drive cars when I buy them. I'm like, dude, hell, the car salesman, you want to drive it? Dude, I want to look at the damn thing. Shit, I only use it 5% of the time. Shit, most of the time I'm just fantasizing about it in my head anyway. I got this big watch on. I didn't try the watch on. I said, send it to the house, dude. Do you need to try it on? No, dude, I need it at my damn house. Why don't you come in and look at it? Dude, I don't want to come look at it. I want to fucking buy it.
You buy exclusively
So first is
multifamily
subjective.
commercial properties.
Only
correct?
apartments. Only apartments. I will not buy retail. I will not buy office. Only retail. Why? Because I know there's 150 million and growing that have to rent. Okay? So now that could change with Hillary. Hillary gets in, she'll loosen up all the regulations to make sure everybody can buy the American dream.
Bernie Sanders is going to try and prevent that from happening.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Okay? So the point of that is I buy only things that produce income. The criteria is this: it has to feel good first, subjective, and then it has to meet an objective, very strict objective process of due diligence, which is based on history. As I would buy any business, I would base it on the history. I'm not a speculator, okay? I'm not Gary. Gary's in Twitter, and dude, good for you. You buy all that stuff you want to buy. I want sure things. I want guarantees. I want don't lose my money. Ever, okay? Who's got my money? Now I got it. Don't lose it. Multiply it. So you might want to look at your businesses and say, dude, how long the gentleman was talking about, I woke up and didn't feel like I was interested anymore. Dude, the more real estate I get, the more income I get, the more passive stuff I got going on, the more I love my first two businesses. The more I love people. The more I love my kids. The more I love my wife. Dude, I got to tell you, the more passive income coming in, I'm just a nicer person to everybody. I don't mind a hit. I don't mind this, The guy comes in late. Dude, you're fired. How can you do that? I got a lot of passive income coming in. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. I don't want you showing up late. Dude, I don't even show up late. I show up late and I feel bad. How many in the room show up late and you feel bad? Dude, at least exert that same freaking expectation on other people. I'm not being hard on other people. I'm hard on me. What you got? Dude, you did a good job with that mastermind group, right? Give him a big hand, huh? That was awesome. A big hand. Come on. What? Dude, the guy asked all those questions and didn't have any notes. I'm like, how's he doing that shit? Has he got an earpiece?
I have very high testosterone.
He's Tony Romo or something.
What are your warning signs for a deal? What are the things that scare you out of it, and that are clear indicators that you need to run and find another deal?
I didn't finish the story on the 1,100 units. Okay, I bought from overseas, but I just knew that deal was right. Okay, so I said, look, show me the trailing 12. There was 38 bidders on that deal. He knew the other 37. He didn't know me. Probably the biggest sale of my life was this deal. Okay, and 4 years ago. The portfolio was $58 million. It's located in St. Lucie, North Florida. I haven't even been there but one time. And it was 1,100 units. They wanted $58 million, they wanted $62 million. And the guy told me, I didn't know the guy. I said, man, I know you, dude. I've heard about you for years. You're the king, dude. See, what am I doing right now? No, I'm selling, dude. I ain't feeding his ego, dude. I'm selling. This is a sales job. When you're trying to buy something, it's a sales job, not a buyer's job. Right. I am never a buyer. I am always a salesperson. Always. Always, 100% of the time. Salespeople have control. Buyers don't. Okay? So I'm selling, right? So I have to convince him first I got to get to the top of the, this is what a business has to do. I got to get to the top of the list, man. I got to make the top 3. I can't be in a competition with 38 people. So the first thing that's going on is, Robert, man, Grant Cardone, da-da-da. I've heard about you. You're amazing, dude. I heard about the 1,100 units. I know the old man died. He's got to sell them. I had done my homework, right? Dude, let's do this deal. I'll buy the deal from you. I'm ready to go right now. Oh, la, 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 ba, da, da. I said, dude, I'm on a red eye right now to fly in to meet you tomorrow morning. I can't be there tomorrow morning. I'm thinking, neither can I. Overcommit, overcommit, overcommit. Figure out how to follow up later. Overcommit, figure the rest out later. You guys, okay? So I'm like, look, I don't need a bank. There is no board. I'm ready to roll. Let's go. It felt good to me. I've only done a Google search at this point, but it felt good, okay? I felt the property. I felt it, right? How many of you had that feeling before? You're like, there's something that feels right, and you passed. Now I got to do my due diligence, but before I do my due diligence, I got to get to the top of the heap. Okay, man, I'll consider the offer. And I sent the LOI. He said, send me the LOI. I sent a video LOI. I sent a LOI, because there was 5 board members that would make a decision on the property and whether I was the guy. And I sent that LOI, and it had an embedded piece of technology in it that would tell me if they opened this video. They opened the video 17 times. You don't see that with a piece of paper or an email, okay? So I sent a video, and the video, I was in my house in Los Angeles, and I'm like, hey, guys, you don't know me. I know every one of you guys. Done my homework. I know the property. I've already walked it. We've done 2 walkthroughs, actually. And I didn't do the walkthroughs. We've done 2 walkthroughs, okay? I love the property. I have to own this. My family has to own this. I'm willing to pay all the money to get this. I have never not closed on a deal. It's about a 3-minute video, right? I promise you, you don't know me, and I haven't met you, but I'm your buyer. They opened it 17 times. Are they taking me serious? Yes. Who else sent a video? Nobody. Okay? I made it to the top 3. The guy that got it, I didn't get it. The guy that got it, Robert calls me up and says, dude, we didn't give it to you. I actually feel bad about it. I don't even know why I feel bad about it. I don't even know you. I said, bro, if that guy scrapes his foot, I'm coming with lightning and thunder, okay? He called me a week and a half later. Dude, you still a buyer? Bang, jumped. I jumped as fast as I could. I said, tell me what number. He told me 62. I renegotiated it back down to 58. It was just appraised for 108. So I don't know. I put $15 million down when I bought it. Dude, that's a lot of money, $15 million. $15 million, but I knew it was gonna pay me $1.5 million that year, so how's that a bad deal? How's $15 million down, pay me $1.5 million? Before I do anything, before I put my voodoo on it, okay? It's gonna pay me cash. If I don't do anything, if I just walk in and take it over, it's gonna pay me money. So anyway, that's what I do, dude. I don't know if that helps, but I do big subjective, it's gotta feel good, and then I do a big due diligence. But I commit before I do my due diligence.
What's your primary source of leads for those big deals?
I personally am sending out emails almost every day. It's like asking me who runs my Twitter account.
Go on.
I do everything, dude.
So you're manually going out?
I am manly, thank you. No, I do everything, dude. You guys talk about delegating everything. I don't delegate everything. I do everything.
But when you say that...
I do everything. I'm telling you, I do everything. You know, we have probably 50 employees in Miami. The more employees I bring on, the more I do. Doesn't matter to me, man. Dude, I could bring on 5,000 people.
I'm giving a presentation tomorrow that'll probably help you with that.
I don't want help. I don't want help with that. Shit, I love working, dude. I like Twitter. I like playing on Facebook. I like talking to people. I have an open flow. I think the one reason that I have good things happening to me is because I have open flows. Things come in, things go out. I acknowledge people, talk to people, high-five people, take selfies with people. You want a picture with me? Do you grab me wherever I'm at, okay? I love people. I like helping people. I don't like people that are bitches, okay? I don't like people that criticize. I don't like people that gossip. But if you have so much hustle that you don't have time, like this is a barometer for me, or if that's a word, a litmus. If you have so much hustle, if you got so much hustle that you have no time for hate, I'll be your buddy. If you got hate And everybody's got some hate, some garbage, right? But if you got enough hustle, dude, you just won't find time for it. So I'm so busy trying to produce and create something, I don't have time to critique you. So if you want to critique me, it just tells me more about you and your hustle than me and my hustle. No problem, but I just don't have the time you found to criticize other people.
In some of your podcast episodes, you recommend that people use...
This isn't bad, dude.
You're welcome.
Why didn't you buy something for everybody, though, dude? What kind of operation? Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, dear. I immediately regret this decision. So, Grant, in your podcast episodes, you recommend that people use some public sources to start sourcing some deals, or at least to start practicing looking at some deals. Is that where you are starting the conversations and finding most of your leads? Or are you using other places of getting the contact information of the owners?
Like I'll go on LoopNet. Okay, LoopNet is a great real estate source or co-store, and I go in there and I'll see a listing. I'm not looking at the listing. I'm looking at the guy's name. Then I send the guy a personal email. Hey, my name's Grant Cardone. Here's my real estate company. I've bought and sold $500 million worth of real estate. I am a real player. I will not waste your time. You guys like hearing this? I will not waste your time. I am not wasting time. I am not a looky. What do y'all call them? Looky-loo. Okay, I will not waste your time. I am a bone-stone, cold call killer, and I don't have a board. I don't have decision makers. I'm a family fun. I'm the only one in charge. There is nobody else. What am I doing? That's all I'm doing. That's what I do with everybody. I do that with my kids. I keep doing it with my wife. You know, I did it with this guy for the last 3 weeks. Dude, can I help you? What can I do to help you? How can I help you, right? How many times I called you the day before we had the conference call? Dude, can I promote it? Can I get it out? How can I help you? I want to collaborate. How do I help other people? Because if I can't help other people, I probably can't help myself. You guys that are passing by people, you passing a homeless guy, you passing a guy busted out at Starbucks. I don't need to give him money, but pay attention to him, man. Hey, how you doing, man? Pay attention. Send somebody energy. Don't give him money. You don't need to give him money. You need to give him, hey, dude, how you doing? How you doing, man? I don't need to give you money, dude. There's so much money on this planet, it's unbelievable. You can't find your own damn money? You can't find your own, what's wrong with you? Okay? Lady in Santa Monica's like, can you give me some money? I could. But I ain't. Because ain't nobody gave me any. So you know what? Get out there and hustle, dude. Get some skills. I'm homeless. Well, good. Pitch. Get attention. Ask for more. That's what I got to do. So if I wanted to go right now and say I wanted to raise a fund, let's say, because I'm tapped out all the time. I'm always out of money. I'm busted all the time. One of the things that I've done right is I stay busted. I stay broke constantly. So I wake up, I go to sleep literally like I'm broke, and I'm waking up like I'm starving. So it doesn't matter. I go to sleep like I'm broke, and then I wake up like, oh my God, I'm starving. The reason I stay broke is I take all the money from the first couple of businesses and I dump them in the third one, or the fourth one, or the fifth one. I dump everything in. I go all in. I don't diversify. I got 3 or 4 things I do, and I go all in on those things. So I wake up the next morning, I'm like, I got to go get some money. Who's got my money? Everybody try that. Who's got my money? Who's got my money? It's such an easy thing to learn, man. And the schools don't teach you. Did they teach you this in math class? That's all math is about. Who's got my money? I taught my daughter how to count. I said, look, you get to 100 and then skip to 1,000,000. You don't let them teach you the numbers after the 100. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 99, 100, skip. And that's what I wish I would have done earlier. I wish I had a dad or a mom telling me, dude, skip. Don't be in the middle class. Don't think middle. Don't settle. Don't compare yourself to other people. Blow up. Because it's out there, man. It's out there right now. It's waiting for you. So how do I source my deals? Dude, I'm looking at deals every day. Anything I want to do, I look at. I look at deals when I don't have money for deals.
Would you talk about that? Because you
Yeah.
mentioned that you don't raise funds. You don't raise outside funds for your deals.
Yeah. So let's say right now I'm broke. I don't have any cash. And so let's say that he calls me up and says, dude, I got a deal. I close a lot of deals at the end of the year, November and December. Why do I close deals in November and December?
There's no other shoppers.
Because nobody else does. I don't compete. I want to either dominate or I want to collaborate. So in October, I started making phone calls. Dude, I got a 1031. We got $25 million in cash. $25 million in 1031 money. We got $25 million in cash. What am I doing? I'm trolling, dude. I'm trolling. I'm chumming the waters. Chumming them. What's a real estate agent want to hear? 1031 money, man. Shit. Yeah. Money's got a freaking clock on it. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick. What am I doing? God damn, they pretty. Okay? It reminds me, man. So we chum the waters in October. I mean, I'm chumming all the time, right? Even when I'm broke. So somebody calls, he calls me, I got a deal. Good. Where's it at, dude? I take the search. It's got to pass this test, right? And then I do what, man? I'm like, okay, let me invest a little bit of money to figure out what I got to do. Do I want this deal? I make an offer, tie it up, commit first. Man, I don't have any money, dude. Shit. Now you need some skills.
And then?
You need skills, baby. You need banks. You need lenders. Hard money, soft money, moms, dads, uncles, aunts. See, your family's got you so scared to talk to them. No, don't mix business and family. How many were told that? Dude, if you can't raise money from your family, shit. If you believe in the deal, if it's a good deal, I borrowed 90 grand from my mom to make a deal work. I'm like, look, I need 90 grand, dude. I've committed. I came up 90 grand short, dog. Okay? You bought me a car. You sent me to school. Like, I need 90K. Are you going to pay me back? Oh, I'm going to pay you back. I'm going to pay you back with interest. You're not going to own part of the deal. I'm just going to pay you back in interest. You're not a partner. I don't want any bullshit from you.
Have you ever had a colossal failure that made you question if you were on the right path?
Yeah, I mean, 2008, dude, 2008 was terrifying to me. 2008 was the most terrifying thing that happened to me in my life.
Well, pause there because you mentioned earlier that you wish you had been liquid during that time.
Yeah, man.
And you think...
Dude, I could have... I'd be
you
worth,
think another one's coming,
correct?
correct?
I might be worth $1 billion right now.
And you think another one's coming, correct?
Yeah.
So what happened in 2008 that made you question your path?
What happened? Well, because number one, I put my family at risk. And this whole thing about more, I'll never make it over there, dude. Maybe I will.
Well done.
Commit first. And so what I did was in 2008, my wife, we're watching TV in LA, and my wife, she's an actress, and she's like, oh my God, what's happening? We're watching TV. Y'all remember the guys walking out with boxes and shit? And Lehman had collapsed, and my wife's like, oh my God, what does this mean? This looks awful. And she's doing her drama. And I said, baby, we're gonna die. And she's like, we're not gonna die. You told me you would take care of us. I said, oh no, this time, I can't help you. I fucked up. And we're gonna die, okay? What happened was literally in a span of 3 weeks. I mean, this is the life of an entrepreneur. In the period of 3 weeks, my first 2 companies had literally been derailed. They were both in the service industry. They were both servicing car dealers, mainly, auto dealers. And the second company that had a partner, shut down, okay? The first business was the seminar business where I'd go around the country and do these live seminars. Dude, you guys know what happened, okay? You cut your staff in half. So even if you wanted to send somebody to a seminar, you didn't have anybody to run the company and send to the seminar. Even if you wanted to go, you couldn't send people. People weren't flying. Everything stopped. The third company, the real estate company, I had one problem I had never, ever considered. The bank that I owed the money to, one bank, called the note. Okay? I was hitting maturity at the same time the collapse happened. But it wasn't the bank that I owed the money to that called the note. The bank that I owed the money to busted out. They were fine. They were all cool, dude. I never missed a note. The government gave money to a handful of lenders to buy up other banks. I don't know if most of you don't know this story because it's never been told to anybody. The new bank that came in, U.S. Bank, called the note, $60 million. You can't go get $60 million. I mean, not in 2008. So now the story's not over. You know when it rains? Then I get a lawsuit from a guy that I was trying to buy his company that claimed that I ripped his company off and ruined his company, and he sued me for $60 million. Now I got to defend this, and the bill's $700,000 a month from legal. First two businesses are tied up. Third business they're calling a note, and the fourth thing I got. Now I didn't have enough going on. Now I have. This guy trying a frivolous lawsuit. You'll get one sooner or later. Jacking you. Probably somebody in the room going to sue you today. Hey, that's not enough? That's not enough? I got a baby on the way. And she claims it's mine. So, dude, you got to be liquid, baby. You got to be liquid. You got to be ready. You got to have more. Whatever you guys think you have, whatever you think is enough, you're seriously wrong. I don't know what your number is. You talk about $1 million in here like it's a lot of money. It's not a lot of money, man. There was a time when you'd pick up a quarter. Ain't nobody picking up one today.
Are you of the opinion that another similar 2008 is coming? And if so,
I think it's going to be.
How are you operating differently now than you were in 2007?
Well, it won't be a housing bust because housing hadn't recovered as much as you guys would like to tell people it has. That's all multifamily, by the way. Most of those housing numbers include apartments. So, I think there's going to be a big tech bust. Could be a big bio bust. And there could just be a big, we're basically America's it's the cleanest shirt in the closet, dude, and that's it. We look good. I don't even know what's holding this up right now. I don't understand it. It's because there's so much money. So will that hit real estate? It'll probably hit my apartment buildings. They won't be worth what they could be worth today, but it's not going to change the rents because everything that I own rents for like $900 a month. A guy taught me this years ago. He said something to me. I never did a business deal with him, but I learned from everybody. And the guy said to me, he's like, "Are we still videoing this? What happened, man?" No, don't worry about it. It's good that you're not. He said to me this. I hope this doesn't offend anybody in the room. "Hey, Grant, just remember this. Poor people are always poor people."
They were or they are?
Poor people are always poor people.
In other words, you selectively choose the properties that you go into in order to be higher than what most people would target.
I'm all bread and butter property. I don't want destruction, right? I don't want disruption. I don't want to be at the top. I don't want the $3,000 rent. Will I do that rent? Yeah, I will. In very select markets that are very compressed, very, very tight. San Diego, Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco. I mean, the rent in San Francisco right now, Palo Alto, okay, is $5,800 for a one bedroom. So I'm looking for, now I wouldn't go buy there. I don't want to be at the top of that scale, right? Because Silicon Valley, I'll be the first person to predict this, will bust out. It will bust out, okay? These tech companies cannot keep going there and affording. You can see Austin's happening because of Silicon Valley. I come here, man, it's cheaper. So I can't keep paying people $200,000 to live there when their rent's $5,800. Imagine $6,000 a month for a one-bedroom apartment. That's $72,000 a year before you get paid anything. That means that guy's got to get paid at Google $120,000, $130,000 to break even. 76% of Americans, including Silicon Valley, live paycheck to paycheck. Look, I know people make 250 grand a year, living paycheck to paycheck. How many of you know those people? If I chart them and say, what's 250, where does that put me amongst income in the planet? Dude, 250 grand puts you in the top 1% and you're broke. So all the data's incorrect, okay? The idea of a middle class, there is no middle class in America. Zero. That's a fantasy. It's an illusion created by politicians to convince you that everything's fine and you don't go freaking crazy like you should on this guy right now because he didn't buy you wine.
Grant, what does capitalism mean to you?
Well, when you say that word, I know you like the word, but I mean, really, I think of Visa, MasterCard. To me, that's different than entrepreneur. It's a great name to attract entrepreneurs. I'd have to look it up in the dictionary, but I don't think it means what an entrepreneur is. I think capitalism, if I look it up in the dictionary, actually it says very wealthy people or companies that use their money to invest in getting more money. Most of you in the room are not very wealthy people. Is that fair to say? So you got your only other choice is this, to be an entrepreneur. So that one day you can be a capitalist. And for me, that's where I started. I had no money. I had no connections, no money. I had a college degree that nobody ever asked about. I had an accounting degree. It was a good degree. I had no money, no connections, no self-esteem, no information, hated sales. I mean, my big deal was this. I learned how to sell stuff. I learned. I didn't learn from a buddy. I learned from tapes and CDs and watching people over and over, thousands of times. He says the payments are too high, the price is too high. He's got to think about it. I have exact strategies to handle those, different than Brian Tracy. I also took a sales process that was typically longer. How many of you know this? The longer you spend with somebody, the better off you are. Yeah. And I collapsed it and reversed it to spend less time with people. And when you spend less time with people and learn how to compress time, you actually get a higher margin and a happier customer. And I validated and proved that and then went to the marketplace and sold it. But any idea has to be sold. Any idea, anybody you know, Steve Jobs, salesman. Warren Buffett, freaking monster salesman. I mean, you want to duplicate a great salesperson? Mark Cuban on Shark Tank. What's he going to ask? Robert tomorrow. Robert's going to be here. Ask Robert, dude, when you evaluate a company, what's the first question you ask? What are the sales? Not what is the idea. What are your sales? Same thing with real estate. I look at real estate. Oh, there's a product being sold. What is it? A place to live. What did you get last 12 months? What did it cost to operate that deal? What's it going to cost me to operate it? Can I make money on this deal? Does it feel good? Do I want to own it in bad times? Good times?
We need to head to a cocktail hour where there will be wine for everybody. Thank you very much, Grant Cardone. But first, we need to take two questions from the audience. So, mic runners, if you are prepped, you can. You're not. Okay. So we'll ask another question.
Dude, I can hear you. I can hear you guys.
We got mic runners coming.
We got a professional. Hey, give this guy another hand for doing a freaking awesome event. Stand up. Come on. Come on. Awesome, dude. Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Okay.
Hey, Grant, Hassan from Edison, New Jersey. Love how you said take a seat. I took yours. You were sitting here.
I took somebody else's too.
I also am the one who always asks you, how do I get a seat on 10X? But I'm going to figure that out, so that's up to me. But
okay.
So what it really is, I try to find value for my followers. That's kind of something I'm putting a lot into now is education. And I took their questions, and that's what I want to deliver for them. So they asked, how did you find your why, or what was it that led you to your why?
My why is money.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why we don't talk about this more often. Well, you know, because your mommy and daddy told you not to talk about money. My mommy didn't talk about money, and she didn't have any. She didn't know how to get money. My dad died when I was 10. My dad was intent, hell-bent every day on getting the financial situation right for the family. Every day he went to work for money so he could take care of his family, period. He was a man's man, great, up early, showed up late tired, heart blows up in his chest at 52. All he wanted to do was get the finances of the family right so he could feed 5 kids and his wife and take care of them the way a man would take care of their family. Since I was 10 years old, dude, my why is this. I want money. I don't apologize. Anybody's got a problem with that? Something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm taking care of my family, okay? I'm going to give my kids the best education. I'm not talking about a school. They'll get a choice to go to 3 colleges. If they don't go to those 3 colleges, I'm not sending them to college. And the only reason they go to those 3 colleges is to meet people, not to learn anything. I'll teach them everything they need to know, okay? So my kids are in a class right now. They're in Spanish and Mandarin. They don't want to go to Mandarin class. I'm like, I don't care if you want to go or not, dude. Okay? This is my party. This is my parade. You're in it. Get on the float. Okay? Learn the freaking Mandarin. Because your freaking bankers are going to be Chinese. Okay? I need you to learn some Spanish while you're at it, too, because I'm going to take you down to Colombia. I'm going to bust that country up. I need a freaking translator, okay? Okay? All right? I need you guys hustling. Okay? I need you to introduce yourself to everyone. I'm giving you a great freaking lifestyle. We got our own plane. You get to be on it, run up and down the aisle, act like a freaking idiot. Okay? You get to get on the microphone. Welcome to 10X Airlines, where the adults don't mean anything and the kids get to run wild, right? I said, dude, you want that? You want to play with daddy? You want to fly all over the place? Okay? I need you to introduce yourself to every person you meet. You walk up, introduce yourself. My name's Sabrina. My name's Scarlett. How you doing? I need eye contact. They're 4 years old and 6. I need eye contact. Hey, you bust eye contact, you ain't getting shit. Okay? So I need my kids. I need to use my kids. If I can't, I had a client. I couldn't sell the client. The client's like, hey, I want you to do this deal. I love you. I love the message. We don't have the budget. I'm like, dude, look. The number is the number, bro. Think about it. You always have the right to change your mind. The only way you go from no to yes is maybe. Can you get to maybe? And I hung up on him. I did a video with Sabrina. I said, Sabrina, it's video time. Okay? I need you to say over and over and over again, I'll give you a piece of gum. Give my papa the money. You can actually go on YouTube and look at the video. Give my papa the money. Just say it over and over. Can you do that? Practice one time. Give my papa the money. No. Eye contact. Smile. Give my papa gum. Right? And she said it over and over again. I sent the guy the video. We got the deal. The point is, I use my kids, man. Why not use your kids? Why wouldn't you use your kids? They're using you. Robert uses me. You use me, Robert. I use Robert. See, we talk about this in my office. I'm using you, you use me. But most people don't talk about that. Like, what's your why?
Money.
I need some money, dude. Now, if you got a bigger why than that, I think the question is, what are your whys? Because money clearly is not my only why. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today. I love people, man. I love entrepreneurs. I love hustlers. I love stories about, dude, I saw you in December, freaking, changed my world, rocked my life. I know there's some of you already came up to me and said, dude, this thing 10x my business. That's why I write books. I don't write books for the money. I write books to meet people.
Let's give it up one more time for Grant Cardone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here, Grant. Thank you. Do you need more wine?
No, I'm good.
All right. So Casey's going to come up and give a few details about tonight's cocktail hour. We are going to have a time dedicated for you to connect with our mastermind members, some of the speakers, and the other people who are here. It's a dedicated time for you to grab. There'll be appetizers, there'll be a cash bar for you to get to know the other people who are here, for you to connect with some of the speakers who have stuck around, our mastermind members, for you to really make connections here tonight. I wanted to add one more thing. We are changing our next level experience, which is made for those of you who are making a considerable amount of sales and are ready to scale that. And investing is actually going to be a very dedicated part of our next level experience. Of now that our business is off the ground, what do we do with that? What do we do with that, and how do we leverage that cash to create long-term wealth, sustainability, and cash flow? And that is going to be worked into our next level experience. The other thing that we're doing is we're moving it from a hotel experience to actually at a house in the middle of nowhere where we're all there and we're connecting, and it's a very intimate experience. We have, it's not completely ready yet for full reveal, but some of the details are at freedomfastlane.com/next. If you are at that point where you want to work in an intimate setting on your business, customized to your business, where we deconstruct it and rebuild it so that it is more profitable, and you leave 3 days later with a detailed plan of how you're going to grow your business, make more profit, and then invest it for long-term wealth and cash flow. So we are going to break for the day. We still have another full day of this. Are you guys pumped? So we'll see you bright and early in the morning. And Robert Herjavec is here tomorrow. Casey's going to come up with a few final details, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Thank you.
Give it up for day 2, you guys. Okay, so we're about ready to wrap. Just a couple of quick details for us before we wrap. Grant is going to make his way over to the VIP lounge for our VIPs. If you guys want to go over and shake hands and take photos, we'll be able to do that. For the rest of us, I want to let you know that in the back we've opened the curtains. We have a social hour with a bar back there. If you guys want to come back and join us, network, mix, mingle, socialize, and ask, where's my money? With that, you guys, one last time, let's give it up for everybody for round 2, you guys. Awesome. See you guys at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.